in America is brought to you by Gold and Diamond Source.
The Gold and Diamond Source has been in business for nearly 4 decades, and it's one of the largest family-owned jewelry stores in America.
We have the largest selection of white and fancy colored diamonds and gemstones you'll find anywhere.
We also have private areas for VIP viewings.
Only at the Gold and Diamond Source.
Everyone has a story to tell. It's my mission to tell it. Unscripted, unedited. We are on the record. Hello, everyone. I'm Serena Fazan, and welcome to Love in America, my favorite show talking about amazing love stories and sharing journeys. I am here with Sharon and Rick Perez. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having us.
So,
Thank you.
I have to say, Sharon, whose maiden name is Conklin, right?
Yes.
So I have known you as Conklin for years.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this woman, seriously, you look like Miss America.
Oh,
and look, she does, right, Rick?
She does.
And you look like what a television, and what I always envision a television anchor to look like, and like traditional news.
What I always wanted to do.
Yes.
Yes.
And I bring up that point because your dad said to you, very protective of you, and said, "No, honey, I want you to go in sales."
He did, because I had all the training to be. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be Katie Couric, you know. And and I was doing that. You know, I started. I was interning and I was on the air, and I was on the air with him because he was on the air as well, but he kept steering me towards sales, and I started doing voiceovers and doing commercials, and then I started going out to see clients, and he really pushed me into sales because at that point in time, and it still is in some
For
cases,
sure.
you know, it's difficult for a woman in our industry, so I've always had that longing to go back to that. So, yeah.
Well, here you are today, but I bring up your dad because I know sadly in the month of May, you lost your dad, but it was also because of your dad that brought you together with your husband.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
So please share the story. And should we let you start?
Well, sure.
Start, Rick?
Yeah. I had run into a girl I had dated previously, and she invited me to her birthday party. So she invited me to her birthday party for obvious reasons. Yep.
Yes,
go.
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Let's face it, you guys are a beautiful looking couple. All right, so
thank
she may have wanted to get back together?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of intimate.
Okay.
So I go to the party, and I was going out to my car to get something, and this beautiful blonde girl in a black dress is walking up the driveway. I said, "Oh my God, who is this?" And she tripped on the sidewalk and fell into me. And we've been together ever since.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is so romantic. Okay, hold that thought for 1 second, because going back to your beautiful father, it was 19 years ago,
Yes,
right? 19
it
years
was.
ago in May.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to go to this party.
No.
Okay, tell us where you were
No idea.
before even walking into that party, and thank goodness you went.
Yes. Well, and I was really at a crossroads about whether I was going to stay in Tampa. I had a position in Miami. Right before my dad passed away, I got this amazing position with Westwood One, and he was very sick. It was in Miami, but he told me, he said, I don't want to cry. He said, "Go on, chase your dream," you know? So I went, and unfortunately, he passed away pretty quickly after I left. And so I was really devastated when I lost him. So I was going back and forth between Tampa and Miami, and I was coming to Tampa on the weekends. I still had my house here. And so I came up for Memorial Day weekend because I had a 3-day weekend. I drove up. And my friends Hillary and Joe, who are still dear, dear friends of mine, kept calling me. And they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I'm doing nothing. I'm hanging out at my house just trying to process this whole thing." And they kept saying, "You need to come and meet us at this amazing party around the corner from your house." And they told me that this girl was having a party. I didn't know who she was. And I said, "I don't know if I want to go to this party. I don't really know her." And they said, "She's going to have 50 people there. Don't worry about it. We'll be there. You can hang out with us." So they kept calling me. So I got dressed and I got in my car, and there's a Bonefish around the corner from my house. So I thought, I'm going to go have a drink at Bonefish. So I went to the bar and I had a drink, and I was almost done with it. And I'm thinking, I'm not going over there. And then Hillary called me and she said, "Where are you?" And I said, I'm at Bonefish. And she said, we're coming to get you. And I said, no, I'm going home, Hillary. She said, no, you're not going home. You're coming here now, or Joe and I are going to come and get you. So I drove over there. I didn't really know exactly where her house was, but I saw the cars. And so I was walking up her sidewalk, and of course, I'm still clumsy. Yeah, so I tripped, yeah.
But fell into the arms of your prince. So, Rick, okay, all right. So you see, as you said, this beautiful blonde
girl. Oh, wow.
Okay,
yeah, sure.
So, I have to brag about you a little bit. I mean, you're a rock star too, Sharon, but your husband is like, a rock star.
Oh, thank you.
Businessman.
Yeah.
You're like you're the type of person that I'm like, okay, can I be like him one day? I don't know. But you're a man that knows what he wants.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Got me where I'm at.
Yeah, right. And you know what? Why don't you share a little bit about what you do, actually? And typically I don't ask this in Love in America. I mean, we weave into it, but I do want to share what you do.
I own a company called RPI Commercial Millwork. Mm-hmm. I do commercial cabinets, fixtures, and furnishings for if you've ever eaten in a PDQ restaurant, it's me.
Yeah.
If you ever banked at a Chase Bank,
I know, that's you.
me. Yeah. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, if you guys go to Ideal Images anywhere in the country, that's me.
Yeah. Yep.
I do that nationwide. And I started that with nothing many years ago, and just my fortitude and just tenacity to keep going and build this from nothing is where I'm at today.
Well, working for $1 an hour, as you said, for your dad.
For my dad. For my dad's factory. Pay me $1 an hour.
And here you are, though. But the reason why I mention it is because he is a man who clearly knows what he wants and goes after it.
Sure.
So at the time, Sharon, but we pretend that this didn't happen, she was actually dating somebody else.
She was.
Okay. So, okay. Rick,
just a minor obstacle.
Yes,
so take it.
I was.
So take it from there. Take it from there. What did you do? What did you say?
Well, she was with some guy that she was dating in Atlanta that clearly wasn't involved. He had a job in Atlanta. She lived in Tampa, was working in Miami. Logistics didn't work. So I would fly her back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to Tampa because the drive was too much. I think that was the death knell of this guy's coffin. He didn't fly her to Atlanta. I flew her to Tampa. So, I said, you just can't keep dating this guy. I said, it's not going to work out. I said, I'm here. He's there. This is where you want to be. And here we are.
Now, did you know immediately that she was the one? Because they say that men know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she was special.
Okay, so would you indulge the females in the audience? Because what they do say that men know.
We do.
Okay, how? Like, what happens?
Don't know. It's like, yeah. It's just that feeling. When something's right, something's right. That's it. The girl whose house you went to was a beautiful girl. She just wasn't right.
Wasn't right.
No.
Well, Sharon, and tell me if you agree. I personally think from a female's perspective, men can be very simple in that regard. Either they like you or they don't.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Where's women, I think...
In or out.
Yeah, in or out.
There's no settling. There's maybe. We'll do this. It's in or it's out.
Right?
And if it's in, it doesn't matter what the shortcomings are. It doesn't matter what the problems are. We're in or we're out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Because when you're with somebody that you want to be with, those are just things that go along with the relationship. I mean, you're females, okay? There's problems. As much as you tell us there aren't problems, there's lots of problems.
For some reason, with him saying that right now, it's not offensive.
Yeah, I know.
It's just reality.
That's a way of doing that. Well,
It's not sexist, or it's just what it is.
Well, men have problems.
Hey, we have lots of problems. Yeah, I'm a handful.
Yeah, you are.
I'm no walk in the park. But it's at the end of the day, I'm very loyal. I'm right there when it's that time. I'm here.
Yeah.
And
that's important.
clearly, the two of you do have a very, beautiful, strong relationship.
You.
No, honestly, it radiates. Sharon, going back though, Rick knew immediately. Did you know immediately?
I wouldn't say I knew immediately because I had a lot going on.
Right, with the passing of your
my
father.
dad.
Tough clothes.
Yeah, I know. I had my dad, and then, I had the job in Miami, and I really wasn't wanting to meet someone up here, and then there was the guy in Atlanta.
Lots of objections.
Lots of stuff going on. Well, that's what he kept saying. When he kept calling me when I was,
Tough clothes.
I'd be down there during the week, and he kept calling me and saying the same thing. He'd be like, "You belong
Oh, she had
here."
a problem with her phone minutes. I had to buy her a phone, too, and send it to her.
Got me a phone.
And I flew her. Guy in Atlanta was done. He had no idea.
Well, yeah, and the flying was awesome because that drive gets old. It was ridiculous. I was leaving later and later on Friday, and going Sunday night.
So how long did it take? How long did it take you? Do you think a few months? I mean, how long did it take you before you were like, you know what, Atlanta, you're gone. Rick is in.
It was probably a couple of months.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a couple of months because I finally decided it wasn't fair to him.
Yeah.
And
I didn't pay attention. He wasn't.
Yeah,
He was not relevant.
He was not relevant. Yeah, you knew that was wiped out.
It's not like he was around the corner coming by when I was leaving. This dude was in Atlanta.
Well, and then of course Rick was overseeing my house when I had rented it to a friend of mine. Had luckily 3 nephews that were USF students, so they were living in the house, and but Rick was going by there cracking the whip.
Yeah, that
3
didn't
boys.
work out so well.
3 boys, yeah. Making sure they didn't tear the house up.
Clearly, from the beginning, what I'm saying, honestly, is a caretaker from the beginning of you. Like loving you you literally fall into his arms, as he said. I mean, you're Prince Charming.
Yeah.
So, and you guys actually look like a prince and Prince Charming.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so the proposal, how did you propose? How did you propose? And did you plan it?
Yeah, sure. At the Island Way Grill.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful place.
Yeah, we were outside, and I proposed to her outside.
Did you know it was coming, Sharon?
Well, we had talked about it, and we looked at rings, and but I didn't expect it that night for sure. So
Well, no,
it was.
you can't.
It was a wonderful.
Propose to you.
Yeah, it was a wonderful surprise. Yeah, and everybody that was out there was coming over and congratulating us, and
We had a fabulous wedding.
Really? Okay, so tell us about it. Share, please.
We got married at Palmacia United Methodist Church, and then we had the entire Tampa Yacht Club.
Beautiful.
For our reception.
Yeah, they let us. They were so
And I had the
generous.
bar. I rented out the whole bar and then the dining room, and I had an open bar for everybody
Yeah.
for the whole night. It was just gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
If you've ever been there, it's a spectacular
It's beautiful.
place.
No, it's
I love that
absolutely beautiful. In
place.
fact, just the other on Mother's Day, I ran into the general manager of the Tampa Yacht Club. So how serendipitous is that we are
Yeah.
talking about the Tampa Yacht
Great
Club?
place.
Yeah, it is a beautiful
Yes.
place. And I have viewers now, which I'm so blessed and thankful for, but from all over the country and even some internationally. So for those that don't know Tampa that well, the Tampa Yacht Club it overlooks
Oh my
the
God,
water.
it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
But where you
yeah.
guys got engaged, also Clearwater, right? Because it's
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Clearwater.
Clearwater. Yeah.
Is so beautiful, overlooking the water. So is water a common interest?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Our honeymoon was a villa in St.
Absolutely.
Thomas.
Yeah. We had a villa up in the mountains in St.
St. Thomas, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
that was beautiful. Yeah. We went back there for several years, too.
Many years, till the
Peterborough.
hurricane. Yeah.
Yeah, until the hurricane.
Yeah, then we changed to, now we go to the sanctuary at Cap Cana.
Yeah, Cap Cana in the Dominican.
And then all over Florida. Florida's a
Yeah, we go to
wonderful
Captiva
place.
a lot.
Captiva, Longboat Key. I graduated from Sarasota High School and actually grew up in Longboat Key.
Wow. We're so blessed. I mean,
Oh my God.
We are.
So speaking of blessings, the two of you are blessed with each other. We are going to go to a quick break because I want to continue your love story because there's so much more that we want to share. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thinking about getting engaged, planning to upgrade your wedding ring, or finally getting that Rolex?
The Gold and Diamond Source can help you in many ways.
You can start a layaway plan for only 10% down and 6 monthly payments.
Take advantage of our 3 to 5 year interest-free financing.
Or you can trade in your old broken jewelry and use it towards a new purchase.
Come to the Gold and Diamond Source and find that perfect gift for the ones that you love.
Gems with Them is our way to teach you about the birthstones, anniversary stones, and what these various gemstones represent. Emerald is a rich, enchanting green and makes birthstone and the 35th anniversary stone. Emeralds are one of the most treasured gemstones and bring a sense of clarity, renewal, and rejuvenation. Its verdant and glossy glow makes them perfect for this time of year. To learn more about gemstones, come in and see our wonderful selection for yourself or visit us online at goldendiamond.com.
So we're back, but we were talking during the commercial break because we were talking about Julie Weintraub and her beautiful daughter Emily that we just saw. And you know, they're the Golden Diamond Source. Julie and Steve are supporters, or they're the sole sponsor of My Love in America show. They are beautiful on the inside and out. And do you mind sharing what you were just talking about, Sharon, about Julie?
Oh yeah. Well, Julie's amazing. I mean, she is just as beautiful inside as she is outside, maybe even more so. And so I got nominated for this. Was very honored to be nominated for Woman of the Year from Leukemia and Lymphoma,
which you so deserve. You so deserve.
Thank you so much. Well,
She did great.
It was wonderful, and I met so many amazing, kind people. But she really stands out because we did a fashion show. I just, you know, you do something like this, and then you're just blown away by the generosity of people that want to help. So we were able to secure Eddie V's for a private lunch, and we did a fashion show with, I had some of my female DJs that modeled, and Brittany Brower from America's Next Top Model, who lives here, she modeled. And when I sent it to Julie, it was so funny because her assistant called me, and she said, Julie wants to come to the show. And I said, oh my goodness, absolutely. And she goes, wait a minute. Julie's grabbing the phone.
She's very hands-on.
Oh, she is. And she said, I want to put jewelry on all the models. And I said, great, you know, that's fantastic. So we had a boutique, Sweet Southern Chic, that did all the clothes. And Julie came with millions of dollars worth of, she had necklaces and earrings for all the girls. And then it was so cute because she got, you know, she was like dressing everybody up with the jewelry. And then she got to me and she goes, oh no, I didn't bring you anything. So she literally took a ring off of her finger and put it on my finger, this gorgeous diamond butterfly. And then she took her bracelet and put it on my arm. And I looked, oh my God, the bracelet was so gorgeous. And I said, how much is that bracelet? And she said, $49. And I said, $49,000. Oh dear.
You know, we have to say, and thank you for sharing that about Julie. Your jewelry collection, though, from Rick Perez here is pretty impressive.
It's all real.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's over 19 years, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a never increasing collection.
Yeah,
That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Yes, diamonds can be a girl's best friend. You know, they can be. You know, we were talking before the show too, and how it's unedited, unscripted. But there's certain questions I do like to ask before to make sure it's okay that we talk about. Both of you give so much back to the community, which thank you so much for that. I mean, that's why I feel like we live in such a great
Plus the Bikes
area.
for Kids is my favorite.
So we need to have you back on the record to talk about all the amazing work, you know, that you guys do for the community. So I definitely want you back on that show.
Bikes for Kids, if you want to do anything with your life and you want to do something that touches children. I grew up a poor child.
Yeah.
Give a kid a bike. You have no idea what that does. And do it selflessly. You don't need to see that child get that. You just need to know he got it.
Right.
Because knowing what it's like to get a first bike when you know there's no money to buy a bike and you get it, and that's who these bikes go to, it's a game changer for these kids. Gives them hope.
Yeah, Orlando Story Drive.
Guys out there, if you want to do something, buy kids bicycles for Christmas.
Gosh, I know. It just makes I can't even describe the feeling in my heart when you say that, because I have witnessed that many times as a journalist. Seeing that.
1 or 100, doesn't matter. Go buy them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of kids, so the two of you do not have children.
No. Not together.
Not
no.
together.
So Sharon, share though, because I think hearing what you were talking about can really help some women out there. Like it's not that you didn't want kids, right?
No, it's not. And unfortunately, I was afflicted with endometriosis. A really bad case of it, had several surgeries. And, you know, I tried for a long time. And you get to the point where you realize, this isn't God's plan. And that doesn't mean that you don't love children.
Right, you love children, and you guys have nieces and nephews, and
Yes,
and a daughter. You have a daughter.
Yeah. So I have
And grandson. Yeah.
blessed to have 2 beautiful nieces that I adore. We adore them, and a nephew. And then of course Rick's got his
Like
beautiful
nieces,
niece
nephews,
and
daughters, grandson.
and he has a daughter that has a son.
Yeah.
So we take advantage of those relationships and probably take them to the upteeth level because it's my brother's always telling me, because they live in Columbia, when we go, especially when we go up there for Christmas, it's like ridiculous all the things that I bring them, because I just love them so much, and I want them to be happy and have great holidays, and I live through every single thing that they do, all their successes, and I worry about them. And my one niece has polycystic kidney disease. So, we rode through that with her. But, if you can't, I have a lot of friends that have done the same thing and tried and tried and tried, and you can adopt, We were a little bit older to adopt, so, we decided not to and that's just our personal choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that is totally fine. But, we decided just to live through these children that we're close to in our families. And then we also do a lot. We always do, different projects like the Angel Tree through the
Which is
church.
a wonderful program.
Salvation Army, yes. And of course, Orlando's Toy Drive that we do
Tell them what
every
that
year.
is so the people know.
Well, Orlando's Toy Drive is with Wild 94.1.
And Orlando Davis has been on Dating in America.
Yes, he has. I know
He's very
that.
young, so it must have worked.
I saw that, yeah. And he's perfect to be on Dating in America, too. But
What a great guy.
He
Yeah.
really is.
Oh, yeah.
He is wonderful.
yeah, he's up
He
on
cries
the
when you
board.
bring him bikes.
Oh my gosh.
He gets so
It's-
excited. He counts the bikes every single
If you haven't done
day.
it, go to Walmart this Christmas, buy one.
Yeah.
Just buy one.
Just take it over there, and then I promise you, next year you won't buy just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy them
Oh,
till
yeah.
you're hurt. It's a game changer for
incredible.
these kids.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, though, and going back to kids, Rick, to see your wife, though, go through all that, during that time, of the two of you, because clearly you didn't need a child to fulfill your love story. I mean, you guys fulfill each other
Sure.
because you're so in love with each other, and you have so many beautiful children in your life. Advice for men, though, like you were her rock, I would imagine. I mean, of course, you're going through it as well, but you find out, you're going through this journey together. What advice would you give to men out there?
Be supportive of your wife. Think about how she feels by your actions. Think, what can you do to make her feel more secure in your relationship? And just treat her like you'd want to be treated. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, man. Stuff Mom told you.
Yeah.
It goes back to that. You got to have some just values. And just, be respectful of the woman and say yes.
Yes, well, you were leading to my next question, because my next question is actually on the broader question is, so 19 years, right? 17
Yeah.
years of marriage this month, so 17 years.
Might as well say 19.
So 19, because you guys have been together, right? 18.
Yeah.
So for you, what is the formula, Sharon, for a successful marriage?
Well, successful marriage, I think you have to be best friends.
Sure.
I think that's key right there. You have to be, you support each other. You have to be loyal. You have to be best friends. You have to really be so in tune with each other that you understand the ups and downs. And, maybe one of us is having a bad day, or you had a bad day at work or whatever, but you just, you ride through that. It's a unique, different than family, really, because you get, to the point, if you're best friends and you're loyal and you take care of each other, you support each other, then it just all comes together, really.
What would you say, Rick?
Yeah, I agree with what Sharon's saying. You got to be best friends. You got to just, at the end of the day, you got to like the person you're with.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
Right.
Love or whatever, you got to like the person you're
Yeah.
with. If you don't like them, it doesn't matter. You gotta like them. You gotta respect them. You know, Sharon's just like crazy smart. She's a really smart chick. I mean, she really is. Yeah, it's sometimes you just can't pull the wool over her eyes because she's smart. You know, and you gotta, being with a smart woman is very empowering. It's good. It's challenging. You know, it puts the relationship on an even keel where it should be.
Is it important to keep the romance going too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look how beautiful she is.
Oh, stunning. I mean, stunning, and you as well.
Oh,
you know, honestly, you guys are a beautiful, beautiful couple, inside and out. But how important is it to keep the romance going too after that many years? And what would you say is the key? Is it going out on dates?
Victoria's Secret.
Lingerie. Okay, diamonds and lingerie can be a girl's best friend.
Yes.
She's blushing.
It's a good bag.
I love seeing
It's a
those
good bag
bags.
to bring home.
Yeah. Valentine's Day, my birthday. I love seeing those.
Let your wife
bags.
know she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Never let her forget she's not beautiful. You have to let her know she's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Didn't I tell you that this is why I love this? There are things that come out that are so sweet and you always remember, you know, to keep on telling your wife that she's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It means a lot. It really does.
So would it be fair to say that the two of you do believe in true love?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The first night I was at Sharon's house and I was in the backyard, I said, I could live here, and I'm here.
Remember that.
Completely changed it, gutted, did everything to it, but yes, same backyard, and she's in it.
Rick and Sharon Perez, thank you so much for being
course.
on the show. And thank you guys so much for supporting Love in America. Remember, if you have a love story, make sure to let us know and share this one because it just makes your heart feel good, right? And you can find us on multiple platforms. Again, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it.
Emerald is a rich, enchanting green Maze birthstone and the 35th anniversary stone. Emeralds have always been one of the most treasured gemstones and bring a sense of clarity, renewal, and rejuvenation. Come see our wonderful selection or visit us online at goldendiamond.com.